All right, thanks everyone for joining us today with a One-Eyed Scout. We're very excited to be with the African American Network, TAN TV. We have a local feel with a global reach. And today I'm proud to bring upon a friend of mine, uh, Coach Anwar King. He's bringing the Quality Prep Academy to San Antonio. And Coach King, just why don't you share with us what you're bringing and what people can expect? And then we'll go into some more follow-up questions as we move along.
All right. First off, appreciate you having me on today. It's definitely very appreciative for the mere fact that you already a staple in the San Antonio community and stuff, and you could be doing this with a lot of other people and having me on. I'm definitely appreciative to it for on a high level.
Yeah.
But Quality Academy Prep is an opportunity I created back during COVID. After I was previously at another prep school, things didn't work out, and I was looking and searching for another option coaching wise, and things weren't going a certain way. So I kind of did like the quote today and bet it on myself, and it worked out so far since starting it. But yeah, Quality Academy Prep is another option for student athlete of today that needs that extra olive branch put out there. In a nutshell, it's just another option that is created. Another option that student athletes have, and if taken care of the right way, it can be taken advantage of in a way that guys didn't see originally happening.
One of the things that I like is, you know, I've got my network of friends and peoples and then different networks. But you bring a very interesting background in the fact that you've been a Division II coach. You've been on the different coasts. You've been in different basketball atmospheres.
Gotcha.
Why don't you share a little bit about share some of those? Because, man, it's been very interesting for me to listen to you talk with just the two of us.
Gotcha.
And
My coaching career started back in junior college. I actually started at a community college in Baltimore called Community College of Baltimore County, Dundalk. Um,
mhm,
it was a lot going on at that first school. Before the first semester even ended, we went through three coach changes. So by the time we
mhm,
got to the last coach, between me having to take care of some of my academic stuff and us having a new coach that I just didn't fully gel right with,
mhm,
transferring out. And in a nutshell, when I tried to get to the next school I was going to, I basically academically had to start all the way over. Um,
mhm.
the school I was at, Globe Institute of Technology, at the time was one of the most notarized junior colleges in the nation, and we, in a nutshell, when my academics were supposed to transfer over, me trying to get play at the next school, I wasn't eligible. So me being ineligible, me trying to get my grades in order, my coach, my head coach, and one of the assistant coaches, we were going out to different events. And me being like a basketball junkie, I'm going out with the coaches to different places. And it's going from us going to different places, getting stuck in traffic, and me knowing different routes to get us out of traffic, us going into numerous gyms. And every time we're walking into gyms, different people are approaching me and just talking to me, players that they are going to look at or randomly seeing and they like. I happen to know all of them.
Mhm.
So me actually being a father to be at the time, and my kid's mother at the time, she was playing, and it basically it was kind of a win-win situation. My coach telling me, "Listen, you still aren't fully academically eligible, but we want to keep you because you have a lot of connection stuff like that, and I know you have a future. You said that you wanted for coaching, so how about we add you on full time and basically put you on full scholarship on the same time being." So it was kind of a blessing in disguise, me having the networks that I had, even at a young age like that, knowing a few people and stuff like that. So me being ineligible turned into me being on the full scholarship and being taken care of. And that was pretty much how coaching got started for me. So I started coaching at, again, Globe Institute of Technology, which was nationally ranked junior college at the time. Then I did a year at ASA College. Our whole coaching staff went from Global Institute of Technology over to ASA. From ASA, probably took a couple years off, about 3, I want to say. Then ran into a mentor of mine, Coach Cass Wade at Prestige Prep, and he told me that he knew someone that was looking for an assistant coach, what happened to be Coach Anthony Obery over at County College of Morris. County College of Morris at the time was trying to figure out a way to climb back up into just being a potential program for guys to come to. They had a pretty long streak with not having things in order on and off the court, and Coach Obery brought me in, and I remember it like it was yesterday, around September that year. And as soon as I came in, me being there from pretty much 10 in the morning, being almost the last person to leave at night, he was giving me a lot of free range to recruiting, offering guys how the practices were going to go, and even incorporating plays and stuff like that. Him allowing me to do that opened up a lot of, or I would say a big part of my career, for the mere fact that a head coach doesn't always allow an assistant coach to have a lot of leeway with certain things, but he trusted that in me. And County College more goes from 3 to 5 year wins on average to back-to-back years being nationally ranked, back-to-back years graduating players, back-to-back years sending guys to scholarship level schools. It was a real big blessing, me coaching at County College of Morris. After County College of Morris, I pretty much I got an offer from Olympic prep school. It was a prep school down in South Jersey called Olympus Prep. They presented a offer I couldn't turn down at the time, and I was allowed to bring in a lot of kids that were looking for opportunities. I think I brought in about 18 kids that summer to the prep school. We had 3 prep teams, 1 high school team, and I was in charge of the development for the whole program, which was the big thing for me. That helped me out a lot. Things just didn't work out like we probably would have liked it to be, but it was still a very pivotal stand that I needed for my career, and it helped a lot by all means. Again, things didn't work out to the fullest there, so after that, like I said before, I betted on myself and I started Quality Academy Prep. Since Quality Academy Prep, I've been just helping student athletes that are under the radar, guys that need some extra leverage here and there, extra kick, and just helping them get ready for college and stuff. After that, I also did coach at Rutgers Camden with a good friend of mine's, Coach Stu, over at Rutgers Camden, which is the Division III school out in Jersey. There was a lot of strides that were made over there. Coach Stu's a great coach, real heavy on videos and just keeping the game simple, and helping guys even more so off the court. And that being around that realm, it was heavy. You know, it's a lot of guys that are always around high level stuff, and they don't get to be around some of things that need touching on. And me being at Rutgers Camden for that year, alongside with doing my prep school, like it helped a lot because it gave me a little more insight on how to help guys off the court, how to pinpoint different things recruiting wise and stuff. It was tremendous being with him for that year. And of course, last year, after me taking a year off of Quality Academy Prep, I was offered a job by a good friend of mine's, Coach Jason Armstrong at Lincoln University. Lincoln University did not need my assistance, in my personal opinion. They had just came back from losing in the championship of the conference. They had been winning since Coach Armstrong was there as an assistant with Coach Lowry, who's now at Seton Hall University. The program has been on an uproar since Coach Lowry got there, adding Coach Jason. Once Coach Jason becoming the head coach, things were going in the right path and everything. Again, this year we won the CIAA championship, lost in the first round to Gannon College. It was an awesome year to be put in a position to not be the guy that has to make all the last decisions. So it was humbling in some sense, but it was also it was big eye opener in a lot of other ways of things that I know I can use to add on to my repertoire and stuff. And again, it was a privilege. I wish I could have went back, but things again didn't go fully as planned. And again, coming back this summer, I was putting in a whole bunch of different applications for a few head coaching positions. Got close to a couple of them, but didn't get them. And again, at the end of the day, when you know that you are capable of something, you know your worth, you got to go back to that, however that means. And Quality Academy is what was the first option that came to mind for me.
You know, coming to San Antonio, being a military city, USA, uh, I like to venture out to say, what are you looking for in leadership traits for your team or for players that you would like to bring in?
Guys that don't want to be what they were yesterday. That's the easiest form. Again, me being someone who has played for numerous coaches that have very big resumes, names. I have a knack of having a bits and pieces of each and every one of them. I'm one of the guys that got lucky, whether it's somebody that went to one specific high school or whether it's guys that's been around the block a couple times. Like utilizing what you've been through, where you've been, is a real big thing. And I've played for some of the most notarized coaches in Jersey. I've been around some of the most notarized people in other states, and just nitpicking something from each one of them has been a thing of mine. And I just try to translate that over to my players. Even more so, a big thing that I try to stress is that student athletes of today, they're all reaching for something, whether it's for scholarships or trying to become pro on some level. And a lot of times, a lot of people can't utilize their words or their actions toward these kids because they haven't been on those levels. Me playing in Dominican Republic, me playing in different semi-pro leagues, me being around people that have gone through different stages and stuff like that. I try to utilize all of those things to whereas though I'm verbally telling my guys what it is, but I'm also giving them the action behind it because I've been through the same thing that they're pushing for or going through.
I know just in sharing between the two of us that one of your plans is to have a heavy dose of Texas, if not San Antonio, uh, talent on hand.
Yeah.
Being the second largest city in the state, third largest in the southeast region, um, how can student athletes kind of separate themselves and be something that you're attracted to, or you're looking to recruit them over to your program?
So I have two guys that are committed to the program right now. Um, these two kids, when I say literally everything that I have asked of them, even as far as paperwork, if I ask for it on Tuesday, I'm getting that paperwork or whatever I'm asking for no later than Thursday. People
Hmm.
people don't understand how being punctual is like very heavy. It's a very
Hmm.
serious thing. Like it could be something as small as you being in college and going to admissions and them telling them that admissions telling you that they need this and this paperwork, and you taking a month to bring that paperwork in. Now, by the time that you brought that paperwork in, now you got to sit back and wait for whatever you're supposed to get out of that paperwork. It could be financial aid. Somebody telling you you got to take care of your financial aid now, and you waiting 2 months to take care of it, and that length that you took is the separation. You getting back 1,500 on your refund check, or you getting back 3,500 on your refund check. Like things like that are so pivotal, and I've taken I take things like that very serious because again, it's just you showing the motive that I want more. Even
Hmm.
one of the kids that so far that has committed to from San Antonio, Big Lou. When I say I've had basketball events in other states, I give Lou the heads up, and Lou has shown up in other states for these opportunities.
Hmm.
I'm calling and giving gems to guys in the group chat. Lou is trying to show up, like things like that that stands out because it just says, I don't want what I have right now. I want more.
Hmm.
Even from the option of kids saying that they want loads of options and stuff. Like it takes a lot to have loads of options.
Yes.
Again, if you're not putting forth the effort, if the actions is following the words, then your results are your results. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah. So, what types of do you sit back and say, this is going to be the plan for Lou, this is going to be the plan for Steve, this is going to be, so like, I guess, being in education, we use a lot of individual plans when it comes to academics.
Mm-hmm.
in the past, or do you plan on kind of putting together um, uh, development situations for players?
From the academic standpoint, I try to be as realistic as possible when talking about the program or things that go on with the program. At the end of the day, and this is where I feel like it's something that a lot of people try to be naive about or try to become car salesmen about. At the end of the day, what conversation is even arising is because of basketball. I am about books first. I stapled that for the mere fact that academically I had different roadblocks because of personal issues or whatever case may be that stopped me from having a whole lot more options than what I should have academically. Anytime that I was on point, didn't have any side track situations going on, I was one of those guys that was pretty much a B student, as crazy as it sounds. But anytime I had things going on, it always sidetracked me heavy. So I try to utilize it and make sure all of my student athletes that are under my tutelage know, like, you got to take care of your academics first. I make sure that, again, I've had situations where I had kids that were behind in certain work and I did not allow them to participate in individuals. Some of them couldn't play in games if they did not meet certain quotas for uh, academic stuff that they had going on.
All right, go back to where you were saying that you had to hold people
Okay.
out of right there.
Um, I had situations where I had certain student athletes that didn't take care of their academic obligations, and I had to sit them out, whether it been from individual workouts, from team workouts, or even from games. I'm as crazy as it sounds. I'm one of those guys. I don't show special treatment. Like, I don't.
Mhm.
There's no red carpet rolled out for one specific guy, anything of the sort. Everybody gets the same treatment. Everybody gets the same attention. Now, what you get out of it, the feedback that you get on your own, is that's according to you. But the
Mhm.
plan is for me to get everybody in college. I can't control what level of college I get guys into. That part is solely going to be on them because I know I'm going to put them in front of coaches on every level. I'm going to make sure that everybody that comes under my program has an option or options. But what they get, that part is all on them. I've had kids that have gone 4 years of high school, never talked to a college coach, come out of my program and they have two options. I've had guys that had loads of options and not do what they're supposed to do, and they only have one or two options, but it's still an option. Again,
Yeah,
like what that time frame that we have, like, you gotta take advantage of it because you're not in the classroom from 8 in the morning till 3 4 in the afternoon like you do in high school. Right here, you're taking care of whatever core academics that you need to graduate or to enhance your transcript. Outside of that, everything that you're doing is a development on your body, on your IQ, and on what you do on the court.
yeah, yeah. Looking from a parent looking in, um, what types of transferable skills are you trying to input? I know you spoke about time management, and
Mhm.
I know that you have high expectations, but to encapsulate it into a few traits, what are things that you're preparing your student athletes for basketball after life after basketball? Sorry.
Um, I spoke this past year coaching at Lincoln. I came in and I gave the team a line that it wound up hitting guys later on, and it's to me it's like the only thing. I'm trying to make you a professional.
Hmm.
You're around sports and you hear professional, the first thing guys think is NBA. No, that's not when I say professional. I'm talking about you being somebody that's doing something consistent, high at a high level.
Hmm.
Like, being a professional is always showing up. You always, like, your down day in the office compared to somebody else down day is two totally different things. I don't want guys being around me and leaving out and still having traits of being the help. Like,
All right.
leaving being with Quality Academy or being with Coach King for a year, like you should have more traits of being some form of a leader. And again, it don't have to be always being the head person, but just some form of being a leader. Because the more time that you have of being a leader, like you're prepping yourself for being so. But at the end of the day, it's about being professional. You showing up, you conducting yourself a certain way, you showing up for work, and you making sure that there is some form of a presence in the building, whatever building that you're in.
All right, man. Let's wrap it up right here, Coach King. I really appreciate you coming on. I'm looking forward to being at Quality Prep Day this coming weekend and in the future. Um, Thanks again to the African American Network, TAN TV. We have a local feel and a global reach.
I appreciate it very much. Thank you for having me. San Antonio, we here to help whoever wants it, whoever needs it. And again, my line is open, and I'm here to try to help everything around the area, man. Again, I appreciate you for having me. Look forward to the things that we're gonna be doing, and anybody else that's around, man. Quality Academy Prep is here, and we're ready to work.